What's happening? My name's Cal. I'm the CEO of TwpZen, the Chill Enforcement Officer, where mental health matters. CEO entrepreneur. So I'm going to be breaking down the best way to start your day using free and fresh science. We're always updating our knowledge, learning new things, testing new theories out. So we're trying to get the free and fresh science up to 2022, using timeless philosophy, all the golden oldies really, and just learning lessons painfully slowly. That's what I've been doing over the last few years, just very slowly and stubbornly not doing the things I should have been doing. But now I'm learning how to be my own best friend, be my own mentor, be my own role model. I think we all need someone in our lives, and if we don't have them, we better get creating it, and if they're not around, then you be that person. Be who you wanted to be who you needed when you were younger, or where you are now. So personally myself, I'm not sitting here begging for attention using a mental health hashtag just to get some internet points or some social clout or dopamine from those little likes, if you know what that means. Actually, I've suffered very badly with depression, anxiety, been to hospital a few times with panic attacks before I knew what they were, because they were that bad. I've had a failed attempt at a suicide attempt. I didn't have the balls to go through with it. And yeah, I've hit my rock bottom. I know what it feels like to be at rock bottom. Shut up! Despite, I'm trying to be positive, and I am positive because I'm doing the work, which I'll explain in a little bit. But I don't really thinking that, this is some hypocrite and he's not practicing what he preaches. Everything about TwpZen, the entire point of TwpZen, is to break down all these little exercises and ideas, and I'll do them first. And if they work, then I'll happily promote them. But if I don't get any benefit from them, I'll leave them to a side and I'll come back to them later and maybe try them again. The main point of this is I'm practicing what I preach, and everything I'm telling you that is a good idea, I'm doing myself and I'm reaping the benefits myself. That's why. So it's probably worth mentioning, bit of a not great one, but if you take time off and stop doing all that hard work, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be miserable again. And it's going to be just as hard to get back out of it. What I'm trying to do with my routine is just keep it as fun as possible, not overextend myself, not so it takes too long or it takes too much energy and I'm sore the next day. I want to keep it just enough that I can do it every single day of my life for 1 hour in the morning when most people are still sleeping, and I'll be happy forever. It takes a lot of growing up. It's taken me a long time to grow up and understand all these influential people that I'm looking up to, and they're saying sacrifice, hard work, dedication. I'm like, I bet there's a shortcut. There must be a shortcut somewhere, right? Right? I mean, I do have a shortcut page here you can check out, but probably not going to be what you're after, I'll be honest. So in case it's not obvious, I'm not a trained mental health professional. I'm not a doctor. I've got no qualifications. I've been to college to study mental health awareness. I'm not sure. We're all aware of mental health. Who isn't aware of mental health now? We have a Mental Health Awareness Day where everyone shares the same fucking memes they did last year. Do something about it. Do something. Do something about it. Do something about it. Anyway, don't take anything I say as like gospel, because everybody's different. You're probably going to react differently in some ways to some certain things, but I fully believe that what I'm doing is very, very good for me and probably good for the vast majority of you. Anyway, what are we going to do about it? Let's break it down. So first off, doing things you don't want to do. And that sucks. Yeah. But now I'm understanding that you should absolutely be doing things you hate. Because how else are they going to get done? You can't just avoid, hard work, dedication, and sacrifice in the hopes that, going to take a magic pill or things will just work out if you meditate enough.
Take out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
No, that isn't how it works. You've got to do stuff you don't want to do. So if you've ever listened to one of your heroes talk about how they made it, and I certainly do. I watch YouTube documentaries, anything about anyone who's made it. I even cried watching the One Direction film, the Justin Bieber film. I cry all the time watching inspirational stuff. I don't feel any shame about that. Crying makes me feel very good. I like it. Watching a feel-good, inspiring story. Tears, bro. Tears. Anyway, so the point is, they always bang about the same things. Work hard, dedicate, sacrifice, work hard. Work harder than anyone else around you. And I was always like, nah, bro, there's got to be a way around it. There's got to be some kind of secret that they're not telling me. But nah, it's true. It's true. Sucks, I know. And I feel it now because I've been doing this a little bit. little bit of time now, I think I'm understanding it. And again, something I couldn't think of before. I've known this for a long, long time, but known it, but I haven't felt it. I haven't felt it in my body and how to be, what it feels like when you do sacrifice stuff and you put in hard work, and then you kind of feel like you're above the clouds a little bit. And it's like, oh my God, this is what they feel like? Oh my God, I can do anything. I can do anything. And it is baffling sometimes, that feeling of just like, wow, that's what it feels like. Damn. I hope you get to feel that. I really do hope you get to feel that feeling, because it's something else. And again, I haven't done any videos for 2 years, 2 or 3 years now probably. I've been scared, I've been anxious, been putting things off, just wasting time, just thinking, oh, I make these plans, and time's just passed me by. If you're watching this, it means I have succeeded. It means I've sacrificed, I've worked hard. I mean, I'm actually sat here right now. I've done my workout this morning. I've done all the stuff in the video. I've done that this morning to put me in a position where I'm like, hey, I'm motivated enough to speak to camera today. It's been 3 years. 3 years. But I'm doing it because I've done this routine. So if that doesn't inspire you to do it, then I don't know what else will. So number 2, routine, consistency, momentum. By doing a routine in the morning, again, I'm not overexerting myself. I'm not working out too hard. I'm working out just enough. I'm cold showering 5 minutes, not 10 minutes, not 20 minutes, not 30 minutes. I'm not ice bathing at the minute.
It's a bird! It's a plane! It's cold shower, man.
I'm doing a breathing exercise. I'm only doing 3 rounds. There's not a lot of craziness that I'm doing, but because I'm consistent, by the time it's done, I've only just woken up and I'm like, oh, right, my day started now, I feel great. But if I take a day off, and again, I've learned this lesson the very long and hard way, that day I'm like, oh, still could have worked out this morning. I wouldn't have made any difference. I'd have felt better now, and feel suddenly nauseous. I somehow attract bad luck when I take a day off. I don't know about you guys, but when I take a day to myself and just a sloth day, just laze about, watch TV and films and stuff, I feel horrible. I just go to junk food, I feel worse after that. And the worst part of it is the next day when I start my exercise or whatever again, it hurts a lot more. Sucks. Everything feels like it's way more effort. It's harder to get out of bed. It's harder to fall asleep at night just for taking a day off of doing a routine that isn't hard work. Yeah, routine gives you consistency, gives you momentum.
Boom! Quick maths!
And when you've got momentum, hey look, maybe you'll sit in front of your camera and talk to YouTube about it. Hopefully, I'd love to hear about it. Yeah, momentum is super powerful. And I don't want to lose that now. So now when I wake up in the morning, I go, oh, I don't want to work out. But that feeling is counteracted by, I don't want to feel like shit later on.
You're doing nothing.
So, which is more important? Working out for 5 minutes or feeling like for 24 hours? Plus, that 24 hours could be extended for weeks and months and years, an entire lifetime. Yeah, that's a good way to learn your lessons as well. Look at the people around you and go, well, I don't want to end up like that guy, So the other part of this is an uncomfortable part of it. And again, maybe I am lucky. I don't have anyone dependent on me. I don't have to take the kids to school in the morning, book the car into the MOT or whatever. Like I just skateboard. So maybe I am lucky like that, but I think I've created my own luck.
Virginity is cool. Come on. Virginity is cool. What up?
Right, so a big part of this is waking up earlier than the next guy. I'm very competitive. I want to beat everyone around me. Maybe it's this messiah complex I've got, or like I'm the main character, which I'm sure you probably think you're the main character too. You're not, it's me. And I want to make sure that I'm better than everyone else around me. I haven't been doing the things I've been thinking about for a long time. But yeah, taking accountability and learning the benefits of being up at 4:30. And again, I take this inspiration from Jocko Willink. Again, you'll see his Instagram feed behind me. 4:30 a.m. he's up and he's posting this on his Twitter, his Instagram, and all his millions of followers are up and they're taking accountability with him. I think it's a new app called Be Real, I think it is at the minute. And that kind of gives you that accountability thing as well. I'll have to look into that. That might be something good for you as well with the mental health. With the mental health, with the old mental health. Yeah, taking that accountability. And by the time you're up, I'm already exercised. I'm already worked out. I've already done my breathing exercise. I've already done my meditation. I've already done my cold shower and my dancing. Yes, dancing. Yes, dancing. It's important. So yeah, I used to go to bed at 3 a.m. and that was like, I'd spend hours and hours, at least probably 6 hours a night, watching TV, YouTube, documentaries, that kind of stuff. And I know when I look back on my life, I'm going to regret that a lot. I'm not going to be, however old I get to, it could be in 5 minutes, but however old I get to, if I get a chance to be on a deathbed and looking back on my life, I know that's going to hurt. To waste a lot of my prime years in life working for the man, coming home, and just having a strop about it. That's what it was, just having a strop. Just try not to deal with what's going on in here. And that is not how you take care of your mental health. You've got to do stuff you don't want to do. You've got to get into routine, and you've got to get up early. By getting up early now, that night time where I used to spend so long just hunting dopamine, junk food, films, TV, YouTube, exciting stuff, that's what it gives you. But now I've transferred my dopamine to the morning. So from a cold shower, you get a lot of dopamine. From exercise, you get endorphins and dopamine. From the breathing exercises, I'm getting endorphins and dopamine. And just because I'm doing the routine and I'm proud of myself in the morning, I get all these chemicals going on. If you're not sure what I'm talking about with serotonin, cortisol, depression, anxiety, neurons, all this kind of stuff, check out the chemistry on my website. That's where I'm going to just break down the chemistry as like a little tree. You can branch out, take a leaf out of my book, and learn something. And again, when I started this mental health journey, I had no idea what all these words meant. And every time I'd read them in a book, or like online mostly, it would throw me, and I'd get so annoyed that I didn't know what they were talking about. I'd get annoyed and I couldn't concentrate on the work then, so I just didn't do it. So what I'm trying to do again on this TwpZen, it is TwpZen, is break things down. So the stupid idiot, which is what, idiot, TwpZen, is in Welsh. I am an idiot. And if I can do it, you can do it, because I've broken it down for you, okay? Also, if you haven't heard of Wim Hof by now, like, get on. Like, where are you? Where are you?
Where are you? Where are you?
I've been talking about Wim Hof for the last 5 or 6 years since I accidentally watched his documentary. Yeah, but I watched his documentary 5 a.m. after a 13-hour shift, tired. And yeah, it's the Vice documentary. And they did the breathing exercise, and they were like, oh my God, they were crying and having this big epiphany. I was like, no chance. No chance. So I did the breathing exercise while I watched it. I did it. I have never done anything like that before. I've never just gone, all right, I've proven wrong. Or try something like that, especially while watching it. It's something that you think, oh, I'll do that later.
It's really bizarre to be in a room with a bunch of people who are tripping out from breathing. You get these tingly sensations throughout your hands and your body, so it feels like everything's vibrating. And then you get kind of like a sense of euphoria.
Yeah, I did the breathing exercise and just cried. It's impossible for me to describe how that felt. But, yeah, man, it's going to make me cry if I talk about it for too long. But yeah, powerful feelings. I just felt happy for the first time in my life, despite having a lot of happiness in my life. I just come out of a perfect 4-year relationship. Everything was perfect. My band, I achieved things. I've been played on the radio, done a UK tour, all these things that make me so happy. But when I did this breathing exercise, I'm not going to cry, but it was special. It was special. Anyway, I'm talking about Wim Hof too long. Yeah, he's changed my life. Not directly, but indirectly through his cold therapy and the breathing exercise. And again, I'll talk about these later. But yeah, if you haven't heard of Wim Hof, get on it. You need to, because he is vital for making yourself feel better and for free. The whole point of this is to do things for free. All right, lastly now is the Tony Hawk's Multipliers. And this is just my fun little way of, again, being competitive and just maximizing as much as I can in as little time as possible. So a bit like Letitia Buffoni, you'll see behind me doing some tricks. You can see all the multipliers adding up. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm going, I want to get the most out of my morning. So if I just do a cold shower with dancing in it and after it, what am I doing then? So I'm cold showering, yeah, great. Cold, yeah, fair enough. But what's the dancing for? Why are you doing that at the same time? 1, feels good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a public dancer. I don't go on nights out or anything like that. But, when I used to get drunk, I used to do the old snake hips, all little Johnny de Guzman shoulders. But I do this in the shower. All right. I'm not sure how that's going to look on film. That's probably going to look bad. But when I'm doing this and the cold water's hitting me, boom, good feelings. I'm not sure how exactly. I'm not a scientist again. but it makes me feel very good. And then the thing is, what happens when you do cold showers, when you start getting into them properly and doing them for longer than 10 seconds, a couple of minutes at a time, you get something that's called a drop. And that means your body just warms back up. So, you know, your internal stuff is cold, then eventually it warms back up. That can be a little bit painful. And most of the time you're going to want to straight away jump into a warm towel or just turn the heating on or something like that. And that's going to kind of spoil the effect of the cold, the entire point of doing it. So Wim does this like horse dance. Ah, horse! Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. You know, he gets everything to do it. What I like to do is just have a fucking laugh, you know. So I'll do it in the shower, and then I'll do it when I'm standing on the mat outside, and I'll just warm myself up before I get to the towel. So I'm shaking, there's water everywhere. Obviously, by doing that, I'm warming up naturally. I'm having fun, and then I'm cementing that as a positive memory in my head. So I'm not coming out thinking, oh god, that was horrible, you know, like other people will do. It's like, if you do that every time, when you think of cold showers, you're gonna go, that was horrible. But for now, I'm like, yes, I want to go into a cold shower, and I've got a little dance off in the mirror. So I'm multiplying these things together. And then the Wim Hof breathing, so I'll multiply that with meditation. So again, I'm straight away cold shower, dancing, straight into bed, do the Wim Hof breathing. So I do 3 rounds of that. Fully in, letting go, fully in, letting go. And then on my last breath out, I'll sit up, I lie down when I'm doing my Wim Hof method. For me, that's what works better because I'm not aware of my back pain or anything like that, I'm just flat. So then I'll sit up, I'll do 13-minute meditation. And the reason I can now do meditation is because I'm doing the Wim Hof breathing before. Again, my mind is a bit frantic, so it's constantly this. There's things going on all the time, and there's stuff happening all the time. It's hard to concentrate. So when I'm trying to meditate, it doesn't happen. I get into moods, and then like traumatic memories play, and my brain just makes up traumatic memories, which is fun. That's a fun one. So yeah, when I do my Wim Hof breathing, it really helps silence all that noise inside, all those fantasies that my mind plays up, all these negative fantasies for some reason, everything going wrong, you know, burping on camera in the middle of a take. Keep it in, don't cut that.
Cut that.
That's real talk. Yeah, by doing that Wim Hof, I can go straight into doing my 13-minute meditation. 13-minute? Why 13-minute? Because Andrew Huberman told me to, okay? And the boy, he's clever, he knows things. Science! Yeah, when I'm multiplying all these things together, for me, again, it gives me a little bit of a boost because it's fun. And also it means I can link them together as one continuous movement. So that's just my routine, boom, condensed into one. And I don't really have to think about it. I'm flowing from one to the other and it's done. I'm like, oh, it's over. Oh, it's 5 a.m. I'm sorted. That's why I like putting things together. Maybe that's a terrible analogy for you, but for me it works. And again, that's what I'm doing. If it works for me, I'll happily share it with you. Hey guys, so that's actually the end of the video. I never really got around to finishing it. This was supposed to be just an introduction to the other morning routine video, but I kept banging on and adding to it like I normally do. But I have got a few more videos in the pipeline that I'm much happier with, that I don't cringe so hard watching back, but maybe that'll change in the future. But yeah, I just want to say I've been doing this routine now for, like I said, 2 or 3 months since I started doing the video. And yeah, I've never felt so good. I feel mentally strong. You know, nothing's getting in here and affecting my mission, my to-do list. And I know that I don't really have an audience right now, and I know most people aren't watching more than 36 seconds according to my data. But if you are watching, thank you so much. I appreciate anyone who's interested in my videos and also making mental health fun, which is the entire point of this. I really am trying to do this, and I know each video I'm going to get better, I'm going to know more things, I'm going to be more useful to people. So, you know, if you want to see me progress, and I do feel I am progressing, give me a like and subscribe, you know, share it to your mates or whatever. You don't have to, but I know if I keep going, then good things will happen. And I just want to say that, you know, if you give any of this stuff a go, you know, we're on the same journey together, so reach out, it'd be cool to talk about it. But yeah, I just want to say peace, love, good happiness stuff, and I hope your mental health matters to more than just you. You got this. Alright, I'll catch you in more videos. TwpZen.com, @TwpZen, Twp out. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.